head, trauma to the skull, the back of the skull, his blunt force trauma to his head. It's a thin line between love and hate. Found my nephew's body under a bridge on Archer Road, on the side of the road. They found my nephew under a bridge. Tell us what happened to my nephew. If y'all was arguing and it started at the cabin, like you say, and however he ended up on the bridge, we need to freaking know. Why did you transfer the money out of his bank account that he said shared with my sister the day after he was pronounced deceased at the hospital? My sister and T2 share a bank account. The account is on 0, and it shows the money was transferred to his single account by himself. You got access to his cell phone.
What started as a perfect love story ended in the worst possible way. Tyrone Davis Jr., known online as Stepdaddy DRO, had been with his girlfriend, Lulu, for 3 years. They seemed happy, loved, trusted, but their holiday cabin trip would change everything. During the trip, something went terribly wrong. Reports say an altercation occurred. Tyrone suffered severe head trauma. He was found unresponsive, far from the cabin. Rushed to the hospital as a John Doe. The man once described as loving and caring was now brain dead. He was pronounced dead shortly after. Family members are demanding answers. The story Lulu told them didn't add up. Timelines are inconsistent. Key details are missing. Even more suspicious, she allegedly withdrew all the money from Tyrone's account after the incident, raising serious questions. How does someone who claims to love you take such actions immediately after your death? This isn't just a death. It's a mystery full of contradictions, conflicting accounts, unanswered questions. Tyrone Davis Jr., Stepdaddy DRO, a life full of promise, ended suddenly, leaving grief, shock, and suspicion in his wake. Every detail matters. Every timeline counts. What really happened on that cabin trip? Who is responsible? And will the truth ever come to light? You're watching Crimelens Uncovered, where the spotlight of social media casts the darkest shadows. From TikTok phenoms and Instagram couples to Facebook influencers, we peel back the filters to reveal the crimes behind the fame. When the chase for followers turns deadly, we follow the trail to uncover the truth. These aren't just viral clips. They're stories of obsession, betrayal, and lives cut short. Subscribe if you want the unfiltered truth behind the trending hashtags, because by the time a story explodes online, the tragedy has already happened. Now let's dive in. Tyrone Davis Jr., known online as Stepdaddy DRO, was a social media content creator, YouTuber, and motivational speaker who built a growing audience through humorous lifestyle videos, personal content, and inspirational messages that resonated with thousands of viewers.
Morning motivation with Joe, so this is what it is. Hey, to all my brothers out there, I just want to motivate y'all right quick, man. Never give up on your dreams, man. Never give up on your goals. Just because shit ain't going as planned or, you don't see the results in what you putting in, just keep going, bro. It's like at the end of the tunnel. Stay motivated, stay determined, stay hungry. Because I promise you at the end of the day, when that goal get there or you reach that goal, bro, you're going to sit back and be like, yeah, it was hard, but it was worth it. For real, for real. Never be predictable, bro. Never let a motherfucker know what's on your mind. Never let a motherfucker know how you come, you feel what I'm saying? When it's time to start, handle that. And another thing, stay motivated, stay encouraged. Even if you ain't encouraged all the time, just stay motivated. Always be working towards something, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Always have you a backup plan. If this ain't working, okay, boom, I got this to fall back on.
He was a truck driver and has his own commercial truck. He used his platform to showcase everyday moments with his family, sharing experiences that highlighted his life as a father, his love for his children, and the lessons he wanted to pass on to his audience. Tyrone was a father to a son and a daughter, whom he loved deeply and frequently spoke highly of online, often emphasizing the importance of family, responsibility, and setting a positive example.
On a date with son, you feel what I'm saying? Jit getting big. Missed to put that shit on. I need to buy me some of them New Balance. I think this it right here. Jit getting super big. Princess on the movie date with her homegirl. So me and his son finna just vibe it all night, you feel what I'm saying? Fresh out the road. And daddy dudes. So how was your movie date?
Yeah.
What y'all want to see? Beetlejuice, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
How was it? What it was about, should I say?
It was
was born.
You was born? You want to know that? At least you got out of the house and hung out with your homegirl.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you, your homegirl, and her mom? And them? Okay. Y'all was lit. Hello, how y'all doing? Chloe, homegirls. I love you. I miss you so much.
Beyond his children, he was also very close to other family members, including his aunt, his grandmother, and his mother, whom he often referred to as his superhero, and he frequently acknowledged their influence and support in his life on social media. Beyond entertainment, he used his platform to encourage, motivate, and inspire others, blending humor, life lessons, and personal insights in a way that made him relatable and admired by many. Outside of social media, he was described by acquaintances as responsible, ambitious, and caring, with aspirations for his personal and professional life that reflected a desire to make a meaningful impact on those around him. Tyrone and Lulu were in a relationship for 3 years, during which their connection developed steadily and intentionally. Tyrone paid close attention to what made Lulu happy, often planning relaxation activities, thoughtful outings, and shared experiences designed to strengthen their bond. When Lulu injured her ankle and had it in a cast, Tyrone treated her like a princess, carrying her on his back, taking care of her needs, and handling bills while she was unable to move freely. These actions highlighted his selflessness and dedication, showing a level of care and attention that impressed both family and friends. Over time, their relationship deepened further, with thoughtful gifts, shared milestones, and gestures that became increasingly meaningful, reflecting Tyrone's desire to nurture and protect the relationship. The couple frequently posted together on social media, documenting travel, celebrations, and everyday life, which allowed followers to see their bond grow and strengthened the perception of Tyrone as someone who genuinely cared for Lulu. According to his family, Tyrone knew how to treat a lady, a statement supported by his consistent actions, efforts, and attentiveness throughout their 3-year relationship, making the eventual tragedy even more shocking for those who knew him. Days preceding Christmas, Tyrone surprised Lulu with a cabin getaway, intending the trip as a private retreat to relax and enjoy each other's company. The cabin was decorated inside and out, creating a festive and welcoming atmosphere.
I love you.
I love you too.
Man, I love you. You my everything.
Oh my God. God, I love you, Lou.
Yeah, so I can close the door.
I love you, Lou.
Take your time. Man, I love you. You my everything.
So much. Here, give me a kiss.
I love you too.
You're so perfect.
It gets better.
Yo, my baby is out here. I can't go outside.
You don't punish me. Right?
During the stay, the couple played games, laughed together, and enjoyed each other's company, and everything initially appeared fine between them.
First, ladies always first.
Let's see. Come on, Lou. What you trying to do?
Ooh, number 5, we live. Okay, so
So
boom.
pick a 5.
5 right there and 5 right there. It's on you, however you want, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna take this 5.
Okay, 5, we live. Let's see what the gift feel. Ooh, you slid that bitch. You slid that bitch. You do. That's exactly why I got that. That's how you stepping on right out the gate. That's crazy. Lou trying to do what she do. All right.
All right. So I just won the Chipotle card. Baby, you up next. Let's see. But you didn't really eat Chipotle like that, so it's like, yeah. Okay, come on. What you gonna do? 4. Okay, pick 4.
What they know. Okay, green machine.
Okay.
4. Oh, this don't supposed to be like that though. But it's all good. I want to stop.
Talking. Ooh, it's your favorite color.
Definitely blue. You know, Lou, what they do.
They shared moments and documented experiences for their social media audience, capturing what seemed like a happy and peaceful vacation. However, after the laughter and joyful moments, the events that followed raised many concerns. An altercation occurred during the stay that resulted in Tyrone sustaining severe head trauma. He was later discovered unresponsive in a location away from the cabin, rushed to a hospital as a John Doe, and pronounced dead shortly afterward. According to Tyrone's aunt, Natasha, the story of what happened after the cabin trip has been inconsistent, Lulu allegedly told Natasha that she and Tyrone had a disagreement while in the car, so she pulled over on the side of the road and left him in Gainesville. She said she waited for about 5 minutes at a gas station, expecting him to arrive there after cooling off. But then she returned to the place. She dropped him off and saw him being placed on a stretcher. Natasha claims that Lulu's story changed again, later telling Tyrone's mother that he had fallen down at a gas station. The family points out that most gas stations have cameras, but no such footage has been produced to support her claims.
I'm on here right now. I decided to go live, even though my family is hurting. We messed all the way up with all the emotions that's going on with us, but I decided that it's only right for me to get on here because Tyrone Davis Jr. drove that nigga, stepdaddy drove, we call him T2. However, y'all know my nephew. So many people got love for my nephew. Not only is he a blogger, he's a YouTuber, he's a motivational speaker, he gonna encourage you, he a counselor, he is that dude. When I tell you he drive trucks for a living, he ain't out here doing wrong. If y'all watch his page, y'all know he take care of his kids. He's a family guy, he's a family young man, and he got street friends, and guess what? He look at everybody, guess what, at the same level, because his heart always been good. To the little people, the big people, whatever you think you is, it's been good. So the way I feel, y'all got a right to know about y'all family, because guess what? He is family to a lot of y'all out there. So for anybody in their right mind to say why is they asking what happened, they got to need to go and examine themselves, because you don't even know his accomplishment and his legacy and on who he is. He like a superstar in our eyes, and guess what? For the main reason, they need to know what happened to T2. Just like we need to know what happened with T2. If y'all been on this page, you see he celebrated because he got a loving heart. And he loved Lulu, what it do till the grounds come home and the cows come home. And one thing I can say, he enjoyed her. He had celebrated with a good heart, gifts and loving and just doing things out the ordinary, unusual things to make her happy. Now I'm going to tell y'all this. For one, he was in that cabin all week till Saturday. So this is what we got. We only can tell you what we got. Y'all need to know. Y'all need to let us know what y'all think. Okay, he was in the cabin on Saturday about 4, 5 o'clock that afternoon. The Lulu chick said that guess what? She was riding in the car with him. They got into a disagreement and he told her to let him out. Now one, don't get me wrong. I know she probably loved my nephew. I do know my nephew really loved her unconditionally. But let me tell y'all out here, whether she loved him, he loved her. It's a thin line between love and hate. It's a real thin line. So for one, if he told you to let him out the car and your message was you pulled on the side of the road and let him out the car and you pulled off and left my nephew in Gainesville, somewhere you and him the only ones there, no family, no people, no nothing. You left my nephew and you said you drove up to a gas station 5 minutes to wait. Maybe he needed to cool off. Maybe he needed to get time to himself to walk up. You thought he was going to walk up to that gas station where you was waiting on him at for 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, you see ambulance, you see police, you see ambulance, you see police, and you know something ain't right. So you get in your car and get back there to the scene with my nephew getting in on a stretcher, getting in the back of an ambulance. You throw him out and left him for dead. And if you didn't, that's how we feel. And if we wrong, Lord, forgive us, but reveal the truth. Not only that, your story changed because guess what? You called the Mama Renee. And when you called the Mama Renee, you gonna tell Renee, oh, he fell at the gas station and bumped his head. How he fell at the gas station and bumped his head when you claimed to put him out of car. Okay, now the story changed again. This on Sunday morning, Renee drive up to Gainesville. The Davis family don't even know my nephew in the hospital. I gotta call it like it is. My Davis family don't even know that she got the call and call it like it is. Granny, Renee, I got love for you. You done lost 2 sons and it's your last living son that just got his life taken. But she called you. You said you wasn't gonna call us because you wanted to get up there and see what happened once you got there. So you called Charlotte and gave us the first story. The girlfriend told you he fell and bumped his head. That's what you said. So when Charlotte got the call, she calling us in the Davis family to say, we got to take a drive and see what went on with my nephew. Guess what? I wasn't there. Y'all wasn't there. Lulu was there. And at the end of the day, nobody knows but God. And it's going to come forward. Not only that, the next story change. Again, come on, Natalie. Come join with me. Take that jacket off. Come join me. Not only that, the Davis family got there. They said he brain dead, trauma to the skull, the back of the skull, his blunt force trauma to his head. Something had to happen. It didn't happen falling out no car. It did not happen falling down no stairs. It did not happen the way they kind of make these different stories. And I ain't gonna say they is Lou. So not only that, you let him out, and at the end of the day, pulled off. You left him for dead. Why would you leave him? How did he end up at the hospital? And let me grant it, y'all. They found my nephew's body under a bridge on Archer Road, on the side of the road. They found my nephew under a bridge and said a car pulled up and he stepped out of the car and staggered and fell to the ground. How in the hell that you left my nephew and then found him under a bridge when ain't nobody under the bridge? Lord God, you guilty for that alone. It's not coincidence. Let me tell you something. If it walked like a duck, it talked like a duck, call Affleck. It's a goddamn duck. My cousin G-Boy said if a duck could pull a trunk, hook him up. Some foul play done happened to my nephew. We mourning, we grieving, we angry. He love on everybody. We love all people. You don't do people like that. And then for the ones say, what happened to him? Y'all need to know what happened to him. Some of y'all more family than his own goddamn family. We all are going through our own motion. I'm finna get out of this phone because I'm getting emotional and I'm under a roller coaster. But I want y'all to know his whole skull was fractured. Fractured to the front, fractured to the back. So if you hit him in the back of the head, whatever rumor, whatever lifetime mystery, puzzle, whether it was an accident, then you say he stumbled out the car. Then you say he jumped out of the car. You was going 25 miles. Then you say he tripped on the feet as he was getting out. Accidents happen. But quit lying, Lulu. Tell us what happened to my nephew. If y'all was arguing and it started at the cabin, like you say, and however he ended up on the bridge, we need to freaking know. We need to know what's going on. It's not right. It's not right. We got a right to be angry. My brother Tyrone Davis got a right to be pissed off and angry by his goddamn son. This is a senseless death. Yeah, God know he was going to check out. But guess what? At the end of the day, decisions had to be made. He loved you, girl. And at the end of the day, if you're taking a side and you're blaming, you just as guilty as it can be. You just as guilty as her. Because if you can't see it, Ray Charles can see it. If you ain't got nothing to conscience, tell the truth. What happened? God gonna reveal the truth. Them detectives gonna reveal the truth. My family don't even wish no hate on you for death. But I'm gonna tell you, you ain't paid for what happened to my nephew. And whatever the truth is, it is gonna come out.
Natasha states that Lulu's account has continued to shift over time, raising further questions and concerns about the timeline and circumstances of Tyrone's final moments. Natasha also stated that according to the doctor, Tyrone had suffered severe trauma to his skull, injuries that did not align with a simple fall downstairs or in the car. Tyrone was found under a bridge with no phone or identification, and because Lulu was not forthcoming with accurate information, he was admitted to the hospital as a John Doe. Natasha emphasized that if Lulu had been truthful and present at the hospital, Tyrone's identity would have been known immediately. Furthermore, she confirmed that the day after Tyrone was pronounced dead, Lulu withdrew all the money from his bank account, raising further alarm and suspicion among family members.
Why did you transfer the money out of his bank account that he said shared with my sister the day after he was pronounced deceased at the hospital? My sister and T2 share a bank account. The account is on 0 and it shows the money was transferred to his single account by himself. You got access to his cell phone?
Natasha also warned that Lulu was not allowed at Tyrone's funeral, stating that if she attempted to attend, there would be another thing coming.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this with everything in me. This woman got the nerve to think she going to come to his funeral?
Welcome to Lauderdale. Welcome to Lauderdale.
That's the daddy. his funeral? I think you better get a rain check, baby. I think you need a rain check. Cause when I tell you, this ain't what you want.
Tell her come, she can sit between me and my sister. She can come.
Listen, one thing about it, two things for sure. That ain't what you want. God ain't even gonna allow that. Girl, you ain't got balls like that anyway. So I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. All right, sister? I respect that. So let me calm down. Let me calm down. But guess what? We one voice, we one sound. That's all I want to say.
These revelations underscore the severity of his injuries, the inconsistencies in the accounts given, the suspicious financial actions, and the concerning circumstances surrounding Tyrone's discovery and final moments, deepening the mystery and raising critical questions about what truly happened. Following Tyrone Davis Jr.'s tragic death, no official criminal charges have been publicly filed against his girlfriend, Lulu, in connection with the injuries that led to his death or the events surrounding the cabin trip and what followed. Despite ongoing questions, conflicting accounts, and statements from family members highlighting discrepancies in her versions of events, there's been no announcement from law enforcement or prosecutors confirming an arrest, indictment, or charge as of the latest available information. This absence of formal charges means that the legal system has not yet moved forward with criminal prosecution in this case, and investigators have not released official findings that confirm a suspect or motive. Without verified police statements, charging documents, or court filings, the case remains a matter of public speculation and family concern rather than a concluded legal matter. What is clear is that Tyrone Davis Jr. left behind a life that mattered to many. As stepdaddy Tro, he was more than an online persona. He was a father, a son, a brother, a truck driver with his own commercial business, a lover of cars, and a motivational voice to his community. He regularly showcased his family life and shared moments with his children, spoke highly of his mother, whom he called his superhero, and acknowledged the support of his grandmother and aunt. Tyrone's social media presence wasn't limited to entertainment. He used his platforms to encourage, uplift, and connect with others, blending humor with life lessons that resonated with thousands of followers. His love for cars, his motivational messages, and the everyday moments he shared with those closest to him helped shape his legacy in a way that extended beyond the circumstances of his death. Family members, friends, and fans continue to remember Tyrone not for how he died, but for how he lived. He was described by those close to him as responsible, ambitious, caring, selfless, and deeply devoted to his children and loved ones. The unanswered questions surrounding his death, from discrepancies in narrative accounts to the lack of video evidence from public locations and the absence of confirmed law enforcement charges, have kept the story unresolved in the public eye. As of now, the case remains open, and the search for clarity continues. Tyrone's impact on those around him, and the contradictions in the narrative of his final hours, continue to be the focus of concern, discussion, and calls for truth. And that concludes today's case. But remember, this is just one of countless hidden stories waiting to be brought to light. Here at Crimelens Uncovered, we're committed to digging beneath the surface, giving a voice to those who can no longer speak, and making sure their stories are never lost to time. If today's investigation gave you new perspective, just wait. There are more cases coming that will shock, disturb, and challenge the way you see the world. So don't forget to subscribe, tap the like button, and turn on notifications, so you're always first to know when a new story drops. We release fresh investigations regularly, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's next. Before you go, share your thoughts in the comments. Which part of this case resonated with you most? Your voice helps keep these stories alive. Until next time, stay alert, stay safe, and remember, the search for justice always begins with the truth. Crimelens Uncovered, where every case finds its voice.